what you find that are of interest.
Did you put? Yeah, there they are.
Items.
Chungus Town.
Chunguston.
That was the name of the town.
Chunguston.
Why are so many of them opening? How many did I click? Dear Lord.
What's opening?
I have like 6 copies of the thing you just typed in my computer right now.
What a pleb.
Create pit.
Ring of Rat Fangs.
Yes.
Amazing.
For those of you who haven't seen it, it gives you a bite attack, which is a primary natural attack that deals 1d4 damage. And then over the course of a week, you become more rat-like in appearance.
What? Is it permanent?
I think it doesn't say that it isn't permanent.
Maybe it just disappears as soon as you take off the ring.
You guys
This
are
one-
plebs. The circlet of speaking is the real gem here.
Oh no, I'm eyeing up that +2 Ring of Protection. I have any similar items? I think I do.
That would be hilarious to see what that looked like on some of the characters. Like our lizards.
That's too bad. I really could do with one of those rings of +2 AC, but it's 8,000 gold.
I know.
Expensive, right?
I don't know how much we have in the chest, but
Yeah, only Brodo knows.
he's not here. And I only have about 3,500. Hey, inflation, man.
Do I have it in my personal notes how much is in there, or... No, thankfully it's in my message history with Nick, so I'll just look at it there.
You should probably mark that down some.
I'm going to, right now.
I'm triggered. Why are the dust of appearance and the dust of disappearance not shelved next to each other?
Because I'm an idiot who doesn't know how to organize things.
Is the dust of disappearance on here? In here?
This is a shop
Yeah.
that defies expectations. That's why. Or at least common sense.
The flawed deep red sphere is nice, but gosh dang. Inflation.
6,000 gold points? Who has that kind of money?
Not me.
Of minute
Is there like a college student section of this town for shopping?
Tell me there is.
No. This is the only one.
Goodness, this must not be a college town then.
Who has the money to come to this place? Gee.
The circlet of
Things are
speaking!
expensive.
But you're the one generating how much gold we get after each adventure.
Yes, and you're gonna start getting more now. Because I think towards the beginning I gave you more than you're supposed to get. And now,
Oh crap, I'm 1,000 off. Man, I want that circlet of speaking.
Bonus to...
For what animal?
Rumeldune!
that would actually...
Glue it onto his skull!
You're allowed to pull money together. Communism is an acceptable answer in this scenario.
Glue it onto Rumeldune's skull and he'll always be able to speak our language even if he doesn't want to. Our fish is stupid, he doesn't have anything to say.
I don't think the fish has ever actually said anything through the course of the game.
It can't.
Odd.
It can't speak. It has the intelligence of a dog.
Possibly less.
Even
No,
a dog could speak.
no, it's based off a wolf. It actually has the intelligence of a dog.
Dogs can speak, can't they? Like if we
Well,
Animal
intelligence
level
2 is...
up, he'd be able to understand this guy, wouldn't he?
Yeah, intelligence 1 and 2 is animal level intelligence.
Means they could follow some instructions, but I don't think it's going to be able to understand.
I...
If the
What I
druid
was-
interviewed the fish, would probably be able to say something more along the lines of,
The fish would probably, in an interview, just say, "I'm hungry."
"What would a fish be doing in an interview?"
I don't.
Getting interviewed, of
Yeah,
course.
duh.
Okay.
So, anyone else like this idea of forcing the angry ball of hate to wear a... You know what? Come to think of it, I don't want to know what he's saying. We need to keep this, like, safe for work.
Ha 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 ha.
I guess Nick won't be showing up for a bit.
Yeah.
The goggles of minute seeing are in almost every shop.
Well, I don't think we have anybody who needs to do any minute seeing, so Elven chain is any better than what I have.
Elven chain is nice.
Getting,
Actually, really nice.
getting to move
but-
those. To remove them, I mean.
Yeah, the Elven
Oh,
chain
no,
is
leave it
pretty
in
dang
every
nice.
shop, make it a meme. Nope.
I'm going to... Yeah, it's going to be in every shop until you buy them, and then there's going to be 2 in every shop.
What if you buy them?
It's actually much nicer than what I have right now.
Then there's going to be... Well, if you buy just 1 of them, then there's going to be 3. If you buy both of them, then it's going to be 4.
Yeah, that Elven chain is a nice piece of armor.
Yeah, and it's also still way more expensive than anything I have on me.
Oh, same. But it's also a +7 with only a -2 to AC.
That's some nice light armor.
Not AC, you know what I mean.
Yeah, armor check penalty. What you can always do is trade back some of the stuff that you have.
Whoa!
Bartered with him.
You just blew my
I
mind.
bartered with the guy.
That's how I got my bow, but that's how I also got in debt to a elven lady whose name shan't be named, lest she appear and try to kill us.
You were in
Where
debt
were you?
to Triply.
Were you in debt to
Triply
the
ever
Army
reappear?
Mafia at some point?
No, I got out of debt, don't worry.
Triply
was
ever
that?
reappear? I just want to know if Triply's ever going to show back up.
When we go back to his town, I guess.
Yeah,
But
you'd have
yeah.
to go back to Geralfa.
And meet Dave!
Yeah, you guys haven't seen Dave in so long.
You know what? I don't care what we do next after this whole thing's wrapped up. We gotta go to Geralfa first. Like, invoke the power of Dave and have him teleport us there or something.
Was out of his beard of holding or something.
It's a-
Yes.
Dave in a mirror 3 times.
And then you'll be inside his beard of holding.
So is anyone making any decisions regarding to purchases?
In character, Volocake
Yep.
isn't that
How
the
much
shop.
the mithril chain armor is to see if I could trade. for it.
The Rumaldoon is at the shop, but he is currently passed out.
Fun. How,
Nico's just taking a small nap on, someone's head.
out of curiosity, how much if I sold my +1 studded leather would I get back?
About 500 gold.
How much did I pay for it?
How much gold do you have, and how much gold do you need?
Oh, I have 3,000. I was looking
How
at
much
the
gold?
upgrade to the +2 studded leather. Whoa! And I need about 500 more. Whoa, that'd work actually. But is it worth it for a 1-point boost to AC?
What is your AC right now? Hey,
18.
+1 AC might be the difference between dying and not dying.
It's an 18. And even though I'm a ranged person, I always get hit.
So it could be your saving grace to upgrade.
Yeah, tell me about it. We have that problem in DOS the whole time. For some reason, the ranged character has to be the tankiest one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the last time I played it with Wowie, he officially became the tankiest of all of us.
wait. I just remembered. I
But
hope...
it's necessary also because you can't get healed because you're undead.
Uh,
Really hard to heal them.
DM, do
Yes.
you remember... at the last town, I put in an order for special armor for my fiche. Did I pay for that up front, or I just put a down payment?
I believe you paid half up front.
How much do I owe him?
Let me check my notes. Okay. So you commissioned blacksmith in Kagorn for a set of Borksmith. You commissioned the Borksmith in Kagorn for +1 chain armor for Excalibur, and you paid half up front. The total price is 1,300.
Oh, we should be able to get that between now and getting back, hopefully. Yeah, I'll sell... let's just go into character, I guess. Yar, Mr. Shopkeep Pleb. I see that, leather armor. The studded leather armor. You see, I am wearing some. It is all I am wearing. May we come to a conclusion with a trade?
I think the shopkeeper is now looking at you very differently after you proclaimed that the leather armor is all you are wearing.
Well, he's a fish. No, seriously, look at his image. That's all he's wearing.
Yes, I can see that.
We needed to know this. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
So, I assume there is an enchantment on your armor?
It be a
Else it's
+1.
I would give you 500 gold pieces for it. Or take 500 gold pieces off of the cost of the +2 version.
Aye, it be a square deal.
I also expect you to wash that before giving it to me.
I'm gonna hydraulic push it. Is that gonna count? Let's see. Aye, but of course, he takes it off. It holds it out in front of him, out towards the door, and casts hydraulic push against it. Standing there in nothing but an eye patch and some feathers on his head.
Hold on, let
He
me...
is beauty. He is grace.
Hold on, I'm looking at something.
Hey, it's legal to be shirtless. And he was wearing a shirt in the first place. That's it.
Okay.
Don't places usually have a sign saying no shirt, no shoes, no shirt?
Usually. One more thing.
Hey,
Hold on.
technically, Rumaldun is naked too.
But nobody cares because he's a lizard.
Nobody ever actually asked.
Is he?
Oh.
Actually, he wears his own specially fitted set of leather armor.
Oh shit. Okay, fine. The fish is naked.
So both the fish are naked at the moment.
Yes.
Where is...
Not safe for work now. Dang it. I was trying to keep it safe for work.
And everyone said Rumaldun was the one that would make this not safe for work.
Okay, apparently Nick does not have what cantrips he has prepared, so I'll just assume he has prestidigitation prepared. He's like, it's okay, I got this, and he casts prestidigitation and doing a very, he's saying clean, 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 and he's cleaning it, the armor with prestidigitation.
I'm confused.
Whoa.
How?
Was that before or after it got hit by the hydraulic probe?
After.
I'm confused. Did he summon a sponge?
No, he used prestidigitation.
Oh, it can do that.
Prestidigitation. It can just clean stuff.
Prestidigitation?
It can also make stuff dirty.
That's funny. May we come to an accord? He's holding out the armor.
Meanwhile, the shopkeeper is hiding behind the counter.
He takes the armor tentatively, smells it, feels it to see if it's dry, and it is. This is... Yeah, okay, we have an accord.
Have an accord.
Oh, and I gave him the gold remaining too.
Okay, so
So
subtract your stuff from the other stuff.
At this point, Rumaldun starts to wake up.
Now, shopkeeper, how much would you give me for the Smithful chain armor I'm wearing? Don't worry, I'm wearing clothes under it.
Mithril chain armor.
Mithril.
Yeah. Mithril chain armor is, I think... Yeah, that's just regular elven chain, basically. Actually, it is, not even basically, just is. So... that would be worth about, Okay, hold on, I need to look up its price.
On the page right now.
That I would... it has to be a weird price number. Would be 2,000... I'll say 2,600 gold pieces.
Sure. Resale thing.
What do you mean?
Because I'm looking at the Elven Chain page, and the price says 5,150 gold pieces.
That's how much it costs to buy. If you want to sell it, the base price is half.
makes sense.
But that would still run me dry.
If you're willing to wait, you could find a mage who could enchant it for you.
Are there any such mages in town at the moment?
Yeah.
Alright then.
I mean, I have a mage who makes my stuff for me to sell, so I could direct you to him.
Much
It
appreciated.
would take I think it would take a day. Yeah. It would take a day.
Okay.
And it would cost
I would gladly
you
accept the.
hold on, let me look up the thing. Let's see.
At this point, the man lizard is attempting to squirm his way out of Zemo's hand.
Has
It would,
the shopkeep given sight on armor yet, or is he just still standing
yes.
there?
Yeah, you have made the trade.
He puts it on.
Okay.
And everyone breathes a sigh of relief.
So the
And nobody even batted an eye at the fact that Zemo is still large. Nobody asked if his armor needed to be triple XL size.
Nobody's yet to bat an eye that Sidon's yet to wear pants.
I'm pretty sure everyone batted an eye and just didn't say anything for fear of retribution.
yes. So the shopkeep turns to Zemo. Yeah, it would cost a day and 1,000 gold pieces.
Whoa, that's
Very
cheap.
reasonable.
Dang.
I'd much appreciate directions to this place.
Right? He takes down. He goes to his counter. Takes out a quill and a piece of paper and quickly writes down a series of directions and holds it out to you, Zemo. And at this point, enlarged person starts to wear off, and you're slowly shrinking down to normal size.
Emo takes the directions, and I guess he must now readjust everyone on his shoulders.
I'm just going to do a reflex. Okay, which save would you say to make it so I just stay in place?
Which what?
What save to stay exactly on place without really caring too much about him
That would
changing?
be you could either roll a reflex save or an acrobatics check. I will accept either one.
I would do an acrobatic. $25.
25. Okay. Yep, you are able to stay on without much difficulty at all.
Woo!
I guess Zemo just lets the fox reposition itself on his head. Positions Brodo so that he's sitting on one shoulder. Rumeldune by the tail.
Rumeldune, fully awake at this point, is like confused screeching.
Lizard Man, do you want your man Lizard back?
Lizard Man isn't here.
He's at the bar.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's drinking his sorrows away after that whole mess.
Benne.
Hobbit, hold the man Lizard.
Who are you handing the man lizard to?
A hobbit.
Okay, dude. He reaches out to take him.
Can I make an attempt to escape grapple?
Yes, you can. I need to bring up Brodo's sheet. Yeah, I have his open already. Nice. Okay, so roll. Oh wait, no, he rolls. You roll against his CMD, don't you, to escape?
Yes. And I rolled.
CMD. He's changing hands.
Yeah, but he's trying to escape Brodo now instead of you.
And I rolled a glorious 1. I'm off to a strong start today.
Wowie, nat one's like nobody's business.
Rumeldune is unable to free himself from Brodo's grasp. Whoa! Calm down, little lizard. I'm your friend.
I imagine he like confusedly jumps out of Zemo's hand and like smacks right into Brodo's chest.
Cannon.
Like literal the opposite of escaping.
Yep.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
In any case, what's everyone doing now?
Well, Zemo is now
Rumaldoon is
planning to
speaking
go-
a stream of obscenities which only Brother John can understand.
And he wishes he couldn't.
He makes a sign of the cross.
No, they don't do that.
They don't?
No.
Yeah, I don't know any Baptists, so I wouldn't know.
Do they do?
He probably would just clutch his Bible even closer.
Basically,
Okay, that's what he does.
So Zemo speaks up. Enchanter's shop now. Anybody want to come?
aye! Sidon finally looks up from admiring his new armor and trying to decide if it's shinier or not.
Yoko would just pat your head a little bit.
The studs are shiny, the leather is not.
Exactly.
Mo does not know what a fox patting him on the head means.
It means forward, my ride. Forward!
Mo does not know this.
Your
I
head
guess.
gets patted again.
as
Does
the fox
Zemo have
patting.
hair?
Yes, he does. He has a very nice top knot.
Yoko, this is where you grab his hair and pull it
Oh
in the
boy.
forward direction.
What's the fox doing?
Trying to make you move without
The fo-
moving myself too much.
Can Yoko speak in fox form?
No, she cannot.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, I'm gonna go to the enchanting shop now. Come on, guys.
Once you stop moving, Yoko will stop messing with your hair too much.
Oh no! Frodo ruined everything.
Rumaldoon attempts to escape again.
Okay.
$12.
Does not escape. Calm down, little man lizard. I'm your friend.
He stops screeching. He stops screeching for a moment and just gives you the I'm going to kill
Look.
you glare.
Seriously, whenever you do that action, I keep thinking Brodo's like a hippie or something.
He kinda is. But not quite.
Surfer bro.
He's like a hippie, except not a pacifist.
The surfer bro. So,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that.
Not all hippies are
Is
pacifists.
Go.
Oh god, it's finally been done.
What?
That pun.
Pun.
The one Wowie just did.
Wait, what pun did you do?
See, the name I suggested him to
Brodo.
use was Bill Bro Swaggins.
Oh god.
Which is a name I used once while playing TF2. I'll like change that to my in-game name while playing. Ruby, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? Ruby, that's a dead bee. Don't eat that.
Is that a kitty?
No, my dog likes
Oh.
to eat bees, even though it makes her throw up. Hold on. I'll be back. I need to get rid of it.
What's the
Okay.
item Brother John has that lets him speak with anything and everything?
It's an onion stone of some sort. You can see it slowly orbiting his head.
That's hilarious. Is there a version of that that only works on animals?
Brother John has a halo?
Nobody paid attention when he got this item, did they?
No.
Always had the item, or at least, or maybe I missed the session where he got it.
He looted it.
I'm back.
I just showed up one day and suddenly, Brother John could speak to animals. Or, I mean, evangelize animals. He was never interested in speaking to them, just evangelizing them.
Oh, now she's back looking for it. Ruby, I got rid of it. I don't want you throwing up. She walks away now that she can't find it. Anyways, so
We're going to the enchanter's shop.
Yep.
Yep.
After a little while of walking, you turn off of the directions lead you off of the merchant strip, and you find yourself walking down a like a residential.
Rimaldune attempts to bite Brodo.
Okay, make an attack. I'm gonna consider him flat-footed against this.
Actually, the grappled creature takes a penalty. I looked it up.
Okay.
The grappled creature takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls and combat maneuver checks, except those made to grapple or escape a grapple.
That makes sense.
Also, the grappler, after the first round of the grapple, gets a +5 to keeping the grapple E in place.
That's OP.
Anyways.
Okay, so that made the escape DC a lot higher.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural
Hey,
20
that's better
hits.
than with the one.
So, I guess roll damage on Brodo's hand.
It's like a
2
cat.
damage and a fort save.
Okay, Brodo.
Cats aren't poisonous, though.
Rimaldune poisonous?
Yes.
You know, I never knew that.
That's
He rolled
because
a
he never
what never came
succeeds.
He rolled a 13 on his fort save.
The DC was 12. He passes.
Okay.
I guess the poison will not come up again for a while.
So, Health Keeper, can you reduce Brodo's health by 2?
Oh, what? Yes.
Oh gosh, what is up with all these health bars?
It's okay, we're just too close to each other. It'll go away once I make it all go away.
Anyways, so as you do that, I will continue describing the scene. You find yourself walking down a
Have health bars been adjusted since the last time we had a battle? I don't think they have been.
Nope.
A lot of
Just
people
set them
have
all
said
back
that.
to 58, or
Yeah.
whatever the number is.
I'll assume let's just say everyone's back to full, except for Brodo, for obvious reasons.
What reasons are those?
What do you think?
That's why I'm asking.
Because he just got bit in the hand. Anyways, you guys find yourself walking down a residential street, and the directions lead you towards a house that, like a fairly nice looking house, except all of the plants on the outside are overgrown. But you see the address on the directions given to you is that of this house with overgrown plants. So this is indeed the enchanter's house.
Walks up and knocks on the door.
The fish tries to sniff a flower.
Does Brodo drop Rimaldune yet?
Yeah, sure. Anyways, After a few moments of waiting, you hear someone climbing around inside. Hear a walk up to the door, and the door swings open, and you see an elderly human man standing there. Yes, what do you need?
Oh, I heard this was the enchanter's house. I was looking to get my armor enchanted.
Yes, you've got the right place. What is it? The armor that you're wearing currently?
Yes, it is.
Okay, what is it, and what is it now, and what do you want it to be?
Well, it is mithril chain armor. I was hoping to get at least a +1 protection on it.
Give me a moment. And he walks inside and he gestures for you to follow in. And looking inside, there's like a nice little foyer with several benches that all of you can sit down on. He walks out of the room, out of sight, and after a few moments comes back with a notepad and says, "All right, I can have it done by tomorrow evening, and it'll cost you 1,000 gold pieces."
Alrighty then,
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
Yep. You need to leave your armor with me right now.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Fox, Hobbit, you need to get off now.
I jump off.
Brodo jumps down as well.
Moves the chainmail and gives it to the enchanter.
All right. He takes it. All right. I will just come back tomorrow, and you can pay me then.
Alrighty.
Don't forget to take off your armor bonus on your sheet, or just forget about it.
Well, I hope we're not going to be doing any stuff that requires armor in the next day.
That'd be hilarious if the DM did that to us, though.
All of a sudden, rain of pommels.
Oh shit, get back inside! I don't care whose house, I'm banging down the door and going in.
Anyways, you have that task completed. Meanwhile, what is Rumaldun doing after Brodo dropped him?
Rumaldun hisses something at Yoko that only Brother John can understand.
I'm sure it's nothing pleasant.
Brother John just gasps. That's not very charitable of you.
Rumaldun just hisses at Brother John too.
Okay, so what are you all doing now?
We still in the enchanter's house or not?
Yeah.
Yoko's just going to explore.
If anyone else wants to order any specific magic items or get anything of theirs enchanted. Fun fact, you can get a upgrade. You can upgrade an already enchanted item.
What?
Yes.
Well, shit, that would have been nice to. That would have been so much cheaper, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? I might just go and try to diplomacy back my armor from that guy.
You can try.
Or hell, I might just be able to ask. Maybe he has a return policy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going back.
Yeah. See, I know this because I researched the crafting rules in depth when I was making that one character.
Yeah,
to make
the
things.
crafting rules are complex, though.
They are complex.
Okay, Sidon yas his fish, and they ride off towards the shop.
Okay. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing?
Yoko's going to explore the house.
Okay. The enchanter does not seem to mind.
Of the fox. That's funny.
Walking through the house, you do end up seeing a black cat sitting on the counter.
My kitty!
Rumaldun stalks after Yoko.
Is anyone staying in the house?
Guess Zemo heads back off towards the bar.
Okay.
Much else to do, might as well go put payment down for a room and get to work on his giant barrel of ale.
Alright. Brodo will go with you. I guess Brother John will as well, because, I don't know, it's so hard to roleplay other people's characters.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I think I got the grapple rules wrong, but I don't think it mattered at that moment in time.
Okay. So, let's quickly jump to Sidon and Excalibur. You make it back to the shop. You find the shopkeeper doing stuff.
Excuse me, shopkeeper.
Yes.
It is come to my attention that you see that enchantment guy you sent us off to.
Yes.
Me didn't exactly know that I could upgrade me enchanted armor.
Sucks to be you.
Ye wouldn't happen to have a return policy, would ye?
He looks at you kind of suspiciously.
Yes, me know me an idiot. Yes!
Tell you what. I'll give you... I will give you a 1,000 gold piece refund, and you just keep what you have.
That's a pretty good deal.
I don't know, how much would it have cost me to get it upgraded?
You do not know.
I do not know.
You'd never ask.
This
I
guy
never
is an
asked.
extremely poor businessman.
Who, me?
No,
The shopkeep.
the shopkeep.
Yeah, I know. Almost
He
every...
up his supplier without blinking. He
And almost every store has return
This
policies.
is Chungus Town. Everyone's an idiot.
Good point. Good point. Let's work that. Aye.
okay.
Yes, that be a good deal. But me guessing that perhaps ye have some form of errand or something ye need run that me could help with to get the full price and me old armor back. And ye swap. Full refund.
No.
None? No. Would be would ye be wanting? He leans his arm against the bar and leans up on it. Would ye be wanting a cask of Captain Morgan ale?
No.
Jumps back in frustration. That's the first time that didn't work. I can't keep track of the list of people he's promised ale. Shit. I thought I worked.
They're too dumb to know the difference between good ale and bad ale.
Also, Captain Morgan doesn't make ale.
Rum.
They're too dumb
There
to
you
know
go.
the difference between good rum and bad rum.
Aye, he makes ale too, it's just not that good. Me policy. Rum. Would you be runting his rum?
No, I don't be runting his rum.
Ah. Hey. Would you be wanting lemons?
That's illegal.
Exactly.
Dun dun dun.
He crosses his arms. I'll have you know, I am a legit businessman. I do not appreciate the suggestion that I turn to illegal activities.
Screw it. Rolling diplomacy on this one.
Roll.
Roll then say, or say then roll? Like what I'm gonna say.
Say then roll.
State your intent.
I'm trying to convince him at this point to take the lemons as a bargaining chit.
Do you even have lemons?
No, but we can procure lemons. Probably.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
I don't even know.
Okay, how are you gonna say it? If you don't know how you're gonna word it, that's fine.
Oh, I'm pretty much due.
Okay, say it and
Aye.
then roll.
But think. Me been here for one day. And it is clear the sheer amount of people that are missing the lemons. Imagine ye could be a hero of the people and think of the revenue and the joy on the little children's faces.
Should go more for the revenue option. He's a businessman.
Rolling diplomacy on that.
Okay, roll.
I got 27.
That was a 27 worthy speech.
That was.
Good job.
The joy on the little children's faces.
He
What am I
sighs.
even doing?
He sighs, looking disappointed. I'm trying to think of how he would. Give me a moment. DM.exe stopped responding.
Speech too good.
You do realize at this point you will now be expected to provide him an industrial-sized quantity of lemons.
When a Sidon thought anything through.
Okay, so you make a very good point. But counterpoint, color them green. Then we can call them limes.
Aye.
And I require 6 barrels. And then I will give you the full refund and we can trade the armor back again.
Aye. Maybe having one more question. Do ye remember the contact ye had for before the lemon ban?
I wasn't a lemon supplier. How you get the lemons is your business.
I'm just gonna hold my bets and hope that there's some lemons at Captain Morgan's Rummery at this point. I know they're used in many flavors of rum.
Hold on, I need to add this to notes because this is something I'm going to have to remember.
What, that I'm gonna be searching for lemons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye, it be a deal. Me shall supply. What bit? You say 4 barrels?
I think I said 6.
Aye.
6 barrels of lemons, and I demand that they are colored green so that they may pass as limes.
Prestidigitation can do that, right?
For an hour.
Exactly.
barrel,
Limes are not.
no, on the barrels it just says limes in quotes.
It's gonna happen.
It's like, it's not illegal to put quotes around the name of the contents, is it?
As soon as me make it to my adversary, my arch nemesis, Captain Morgan's private island, I shall find ye these lemons. He quite liked lemons.
You would
He
he'd have lemons.
he quite likes lemons. All pirates like lemons. They prevent scurvy and they last a long time.
And it is an illegal good, so pirates probably have illegal goods.
Aye, pirates are always
It's
peddling
only
illegal goods.
illegal in this city.
It don't matter. Pirates be pirates. They don't need reasons. Just be looking at me. The hell am I even doing? Okay, I'm done with this. Moving on.
And that was the day the entire party became lemon smugglers. That is not a sentence I would ever think I would ever say. Good job!
Half the party doesn't even know they're smugglers yet.
Exact. I think I'm the only part of the party that knows we're smugglers now.
Yep.
I'm now gonna go to the barkeep.
Hold on.
That was surprisingly difficult.
I'm just gonna let you know the DC for that check was 25.
Nice. Plus 10 in diplomacy, baby.
You rolled a 17?
Hmm?
You rolled a 17?
Yeah.
I wish I could roll like that on demand.
It was the quote. It was the speech. It gave it power.
I was gonna give you a +2 circumstance bonus for how good the speech was, but then you announced your roll and it was already higher than what was necessary, so I didn't bother mentioning it.
Meanwhile,
I mean, come on. This happens
Okay, finish
several
taking-
times now. Sidon getting shopkeeps to do crazy things.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's return to Rumaldun and Yoko in the Enchanter's house.
So, has there been any interesting spots found so far?
Wandering around and the cat in the house has been following you around and watching what you've been doing.
Rumal
find-
stops to hiss at the cat.
The cat hisses back.
But what does the fox say?
Oh boy!
The fox just looks in despair, and they just
That-
know something happened.
That's gonna be mentioned at least once a session now, isn't it?
Oh,
Probably.
definitely.
I mean, last session it was definitely mentioned at least once.
So,
So Rumaldun approaches the cat like he's asking for a throwdown.
the cat just looks at him, sits down, starts licking its paw. It It seems disinterested.
Seems like a cat.
After that spat's over, Yoko's going to continue looking about.
For the most part, what you find is just what you'd expect in a wizard's house. It's kind of a mess, there's books everywhere, but it's still a regular house. And the main room of interest that you have seen is the room where the blah 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 where the where the wizard took Zemo's armor after it was given to him, and it's his enchanting workshop.
Cool. After a while, Yoko's just going to go back to where Rumodan's at and just kind of just sit nearby him and the cat. That's probably mess.
While Yoko is leaving, because time,
Yes.
Rumaldoon attempts to scare off the cat.
All right. Roll intimidate.
Have a lizard trying to intimidate a cat.
Hey, at least they're probably the same size, so you don't have that penalty.
Yep.
Familiars aren't very charismatic, though, so I'm throwing a hero point at this. I want this to succeed, dang it. Rumaldoon needs a victory. He's been constantly humiliated all day. That almost rolled back over to the 9. $20.
Nice.
All right. What's the
intimidate DC for a cat?
How do you calculate the
10 plus the creature's hit dice plus the creature's wisdom modifier. And the hit die of a familiar would actually be 1, since they don't actually increase in hit dice, they just gain half their master's HP.
Don't they count as being their master's level as far as hit dice goes?
Point.
I think they do.
Let's look at the familiar stuff.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with these rules.
A 20 would still be higher than
Yeah.
17.
It retains the appearance
The
hit dice
familiar-
BAB of the animal it once was. So it has however many hit dice a regular cat has.
1.
Just one? Yep, one. So yeah, the cat jumps up and runs off.
Cats do have wisdom 12, so that would be a total DC of 12. 10 plus 1 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yoko wanders back in as this is happening, and
Yoko just kind of stares at Rumodan like, really? You had to do that?
Rumaldoon looks at Yoko, looking quite satisfied with himself.
Right. And then you hear footsteps as the wizard is now making his way in your direction.
Quick, let's zip out of this place.
Rumeldune quickly follows after Yoko.
33 for stealth to disappear and then leave.
Okay. Are you gonna roll for stealth, Rumeldune, or are you just gonna run?
Seeing Yoko go to hide, Rumeldune also figures that it's a good idea. 33.
30. Okay. So you are eventually able to sneak out before the wizard finds you. And let's take a short break because I have to use the restroom. Back in 5 minutes.
Rumeldune is pleased with himself.
Cackling.
Wowie, can you math?
I can math.
So, assuming a lemon is like a 1 or 2 silver pieces, and that you could probably fit maximum 100 in a barrel, how many gold pieces would 6 barrels of lemons cost?
Well, divide it. How many lemons you have by 10 to get it? What to gold pieces, and then times that by how many barrels.
Yeah.
So I think 600.
Hey, hold on. Did you know that there's actually rules for this?
No, I'm just looking at the food costs, and it's like either 1 or 2 copper pieces or 1 or 2 silver pieces. So I'm shooting big for some reason and saying a fruit would probably cost a silver piece, which is kind of ridiculous.
I would file this under citrus.
Citrus, where's that?
Trade goods.
Oh shit. How much is that?
1 pound of citrus is 3 copper pieces.
Holy shit! There's like 7 or 8 lemons in a pound. I'm actually gonna Google that. How many lemons in a pound? Four average lemons in a pound.
Nice.
So, yeah, I could literally, for like, probably 20 gold max, buy 6 barrels of lemons.
I'm back.
Adam, Wowie and I were mathing.
Yes?
It's like 3 or so copper points for a pound of lemons. I could just straight up buy 6 barrels of lemons for like 20 gold.
That is, if you could find someone willing to sell 6 barrels of lemons.
Well, they had I don't know, probably. Someone somewhere.
If that is at the regular price. If it's illegal, it's probably going to be much more.
They don't have to know it's illegal in this one tiny town.
Maybe lemons are a rare product in Shenaniganland.
Good point. Maybe I'm gonna end up not even getting a return for my money. But the joy and smiles on the children's faces will make it worth it.
Oh boy.
At this point, I want to do it, see what happens.
You're welcome for knowing where to find the marketplace.
Yeah.
Good luck finding where you can actually buy 6 barrels of lemons.
Yeah, I told him good luck with that.
Anyways, so Yoko and Rumeldune, where are you going after escaping the wizard's house?
Once we're done cackling and having fun with ourselves, we're just escaping. I don't know.
What was that?
We're currently having fun with the fact that we escaped from the wizard.
No. After escaping, Rumeldune splits off from Yoko and starts sneaking his way back toward the inn. he ends up wandering aimlessly for a while since he doesn't actually know where he is, but eventually he finds his bearings.
Yoko goes back to the inn since she can remember paths taken and just goes back for herself.
Yeah, because Yoko was not unconscious for half the trip.
Right, so eventually, I assume you're all meeting back at the gratuitous alehouse.
Part 2.
Well, then sometime after everyone else.
All right.
And Sidon's got his shoulder on the bar, trying to talk to business with the barkeep.
Oh boy.
God.
What do you want?
I me remember.
Meanwhile, this stage has been
Removed.
set up.
Good.
Yep.
Me remember some complaints he had
Fabulous
last
Pleb
night.
is passed out. Fabulous Pleb is passed out on the stage.
What if me told ye? Did I procure ye a certain looks around, perception to see if anyone's listening to me?
Okay, roll.
I guess. $20, not natural.
You don't see anyone.
I lower my voice and whisper to him, a certain yellow fruit.
Banana!
I would tell you that I already know how, but I don't want to lose my business.
Seeing that you know a place. Me and me sailor brethren, we I guess this takes a bluff at this point. I'll roll it after I say again, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Me sailor brethren and I, you see, this fruit, it be very important to us. You ever hear scurvy? Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. Lemon's very good at keeping it away. We be about to go on a voyage, you see. We need some. And I guess
You can get oranges, which I can sell to you legally.
and it's only an 18 on bluff.
It's not exactly a lie because you are gonna go on a trip.
Yeah, but he's not telling quite the truth either.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you think it could be diplomacy, that's a higher bonus.
He still says,
It's the intention that
Orange.
matters, I would think.
yeah. Yeah. I think bluff is more for trying to convince someone of something that they wouldn't just accept.
Yeah. Here's a straight up lie. I'm allergic to oranges.
Yeah. See, that would take bluff.
I'm allergic to oranges, and this yellow fruit is my favorite.
But he has
Frightful
told
bad
him
luck.
that, so he just says, I could sell you a barrel of oranges.
You serious? You fool, haven't you ever been on a ship? Frightful bad luck to take those on a ship. Hell, that's probably a true belief somewhere.
No bluff.
I'm not sure if this is a lie or not anymore, honestly. I'll roll bluff anyways, just because it's simpler. But I don't think Sidon thinks it's a bluff anymore.
Raphael, when
With
you're
still a
bluffing
minus
something, you
10
convince
because
yourself.
minus 10 for a very unbelievable lie.
It's a 5.
You rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5. And it's a plus 10, so it's a 5. Dang.
That's a flat out lie. This is a coastal town. I know about myths of the sea, and that ain't one of them.
Aye, but you ever hear of bananas? Snidely.
What about bananas?
Aye! Ye not be a man of the sea! That's an actual one. You do not take bananas on a boat.
So that's why there's a brand called the Banana Boat
Exactly.
for the
Go bad in
irony.
the first 3 days. Then bananas.
That's bananas.
Well, obviously it's
You know what?
banana.
Because I am the DM and I make all the rules, I will say that in Shenaniganland there is no such stigma. Because this guy would know if there were. You see, I do not work on a boat myself. Because you see, I work here. But there is no such stigma about the banan.
Blame magic.
Hello. So how does Sidon respond?
Well, considering you just screwed him over arbitrarily.
How was I supposed to know that? I don't know anything about the sea.
No,
And this guy would know.
it's a fair. If he wants it to be this guy, knows, because he did answer knowingly, that there in this area, at least, there is no stigma of bananas.
Still other ways to convince him, it's just not that.
Anyways,
I admit that we be friends for me bringing you in all that business yesterday.
Why? Yes, but that doesn't mean I trust you enough to give you incriminating information.
Did ye hear the song me be singing? He probably yelled that too. He was
Yes,
singing a
but
song
that
about
does not
lemons for
mean
like
I
2
trust you.
hours.
Yes, but that does not mean I trust you enough to give you incriminating information. I need a reason to trust you.
Here comes a smolder.
Okay, I've rolled diplomacy. I really hope this is a natural 20.
Oh lord, please. Here comes a smolder though. Literally, just giving a smolder look. Do you need a reason? It's a 4. The smolder doesn't even... No, it's terrible. Fish don't smolder well.
Yes, I do.
Hangs his head in shame. If only that was a natural 1. Oh god.
I probably would have had it come across as like a threat.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Literally hanging his head down.
Yeah.
What you be needing?
Force natural 1 penalties anymore, except for whenever it's funny.
Yeah. What you be needing? He sounds like he wants something.
He thinks for a minute. Okay, meta question. Have you ever said anything about Captain Morgan to this guy?
Not yet, actually. Surprisingly, he tells everyone about his nemesis. I'm surprised, actually. Very.
One time I was gonna bring it up. Okay, how about
I'm surprised it's not just known throughout the land that this crazed fish guy's on a death hunt.
Okay. So, how about this?
You know, this is probably the one guy you probably could bribe with barrels of rum.
I forgot again. My one token. My one bargaining chip. Okay, I'll listen.
Exactly.
I.
Okay.
Well, you don't.
So,
You could say that. Huh.
yeah. If you could supply me with materials that I could sell legally, if you could supply me with enough of them, give me enough reason to trust you, maybe I could tell you where you could get them. Why did my screen just get darker?
Mm.
Maybe because I didn't touch the mouse for a while. Anyways,
A sly look comes upon his sharky eyes. Have you ever heard of Captain Morgan?
yes, I have.
Would ye accept a crate of his rum?
He looks at you, he thinks for a moment. 3 crates.
The double take meme. 3? Everybody else be doing 1. Hey.
Well, I want 3.
What have you done, you fool?
I 3. What about 1 crate of rum and another crate of his 1 crate of his spiced rum and another crate of a citrus rum, not lemon, citrus.
The 3 crates can be different kinds of rum. I just require 3 crates of any sort of Captain Morgan's rum.
Hey, me hope Zemo be strong enough. It be a deal.
He holds out his hand to shake.
Shakes. Firmly with his wet fish hands.
We have an accord.
Aye.
No, you need to say it with the Captain Barbosa voice.
Aye.
an accord.
We have an accord.
You sound nothing like Captain Barbosa.
I know, it's so...
Neither of you.
At all. Aye. We be having an accord.
I'm just thinking of that one part towards the beginning of the first movie. He's just like, agreed. And you can see his like black teeth.
Sidon has perfect shark teeth, thank you very much.
Of course he would.
How do you know the barkeep doesn't have black teeth?
Aye. Does he?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, that's enough limelight for me, I've done that. What now?
Okay, so meanwhile, at the party table, what's going on?
Just too lazy to walk anywhere at this point.
Zemo is busy. Barrel of ale.
Nice.
And he still has a fox on his head.
Fellow Feek, noticing that everyone just kind of joined his table without saying anything, just kind of sighs a little, and then apologizes to the fox about anything he might have said yesterday, saying that was the magic talking, not him.
Yoko gets off of Zemo's head and goes back to your human form, and then says, "I accept your apology, darling."
Wait, is she in her human form on his head?
No, she got
I
off
said
first.
I got off first.
I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
Might be able to make the strength check for her to balance on my head. Bo is a big, strong orc, remember?
Yeah, you would have a chance of success.
Yeah, I hope you're strong. You're gonna be needing to carry 6 crates of lemons and 5 crates of rum.
I'm afraid as a paladin, I can't help you with your smuggling operation.
6 barrels. Not crates, barrels of lemons.
What
It's-
is this about lemons?
It's
Well,
not.
Fig
It's
suddenly
not.
distracted, leans forward.
It's not smuggling. It's liberating. These poor people be oppressed.
Volofik leans forward a little more. Isn't there something in your code that lets you that says you only answer to valid authorities?
I'm pretty sure the magistrate of the town is a valid authority.
Aye.
I mean, I'm sure he won the death battle for the title and everything. That's how it always worked back at Random Worktown. Is that not how you guys do things here?
It typically be working hereditarily.
Those in very specific circumstances, it is a death battle, but typically with lots of more people than just.
They become
What's
revolutions.
the purpose of a death battle? Death battle is held to determine the strongest warrior in the city, because only the strongest warrior is capable of leading the people, correct?
Maybe?
Volofik mutters something under his breath about still preferring sonnet battles.
Wowie, if I could speak sonnets on the spot, I would do that with you, but I can't, I'm sorry.
I can't either!
Okay, I'm just gonna say, both of you right now, I want you to, at some point, prepare sonnets in advance between sessions, because you're going to have one at some point.
Oh boy.
Damn it, you're right.
With the frequency that we have dance battles, eventually, you're gonna have a sonnet battle, and if you guys prepare for them in advance, it would be amazing.
It will truly grace this table with the music of your poetry.
What have we done?
It's what's that? Okay, hold on. I need to find a meme.
Regardless, I'm pretty sure the magistrate is still the legitimate authority. However, he came to such a position, so yeah.
But if the law,
Goodness.
if the
To be honest,
law,
I just really don't want to get caught up in your stupid operation.
he has a point.
I mean, I thought we were going to rescue your crewmates from the evil pirate captain who enslaved them all. That's a pretty good just cause. I don't have to try and explain it to my superiors.
Aye, that be the ultimate goal. That be the ultimate goal. But the goal to get us to that goal is to liberate this here town.
What?
And me need me money back from that shopkeep.
I
Huh?
thought we were liberating the town, not your wallet.
Volofik shakes his head. It's like, Sidon, please, just... You're not gonna win this one.
All right there, Josh.
Are you laughing at Wowie or at the meme?
The whole situation I've gotten myself into. And I don't even know what to do with it anymore. That's how stupid it is. Oh god. What about ye, brotherest of Johns?
I can't imagine a preacher would want to get on a smuggling operation either.
Oh, you have no idea.
Although, if you
The
explain it to him that
The Lord says to obey righteous authorities, unless the only laws that you need not obey are unjust laws, and I don't think a lemon ban is an unjust law.
Aye,
So,
but ye be reading that book in your sleep all the time, and one day ye read a passage about eat of the fruit.
well,
but eating the fruit is a bad thing. It is
Plan
the
is still-
reason for all the problems of the world today.
your plan is still to steal the lemons from Captain Morgan. I'm pretty sure Brother John here would agree to take the lemons away from the pirate who uses them to brew rum.
Aye, these lemons be brewing rum. Without the lemons, there be no rum.
There are non-lemon rums.
It won't stop
But
all the
I
lemons, but I'm sure
suppose-
it'll stop plenty.
Just taking away his lemons would require him to make less rum, though.
Okay, I have Brother John on my side. Brodo will probably go along with it because it's stupid.
Yep, Brodo would go along with this.
He's just like doing the thumb and pinky thing. Like, yeah,
Yeah!
let's do the thing, bro.
Perfect Brodo. Doesn't even have to make sense.
Exactly. He's probably the easiest character to.
Roleplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All you have to do is meme.
exactly.
Slams fist over dramatically on table. Aye, so then tomorrow, after we be getting our orc friends' armor, shall we be off to conquer the foe and save this poor town?
Volofik
Yeah.
raises a hand.
And I think Rumaloon could have arrived here by now.
He has. He arrived.
Okay.
He arrived a long time ago.
Okay,
just
he's
has
just
a-
outside.
He just has a mild problem with the door.
Couldn't he have just waited till somebody entered the bar and snuck in along with them?
People don't. Nobody has come in for a while, mostly because everyone
It's
who
early
wants beer
morning.
is already here.
Is it not?
It is
So it's
well,
not.
not early morning, but still early morning for drinking.
Yeah.
There's a
So we're
time
not
for
rush
drinking.
hour right now.
I should clear out some of these people because there wouldn't be that many here this early.
No, there's all those people here because they're sad about not having lemons.
There we go. Liberating the town.
Meanwhile, Volofik asks how exactly Sidon plans on traversing the sea.
I thought that'd be clear. We'd be stealing a boat.
With
When
silence,
are we
it's
stealing
true.
a boat? Which boat are we stealing?
I was gonna see how I felt when we got to the docks tomorrow.
Why are we stealing a boat?
So we can get to Cotton Morgan's Island.
You just don't want to prove your righteous ownership by trial of combat. It's the way orcs do things.
Aye.
Or you could do the things like
Volofik interrupts. Sure. We can go earn ourselves a boat via trial of combat.
Come.
This point sounds sounds exasperated, and he just sounds like he wants the conversation to end.
Sounds great. I haven't had a proper trial by combat to decide ownership in a long time.
Sidon's bouncing up and down excited. He really likes this idea.
Humans do stuff so weird, all this buying and selling. You just punch the guy in the face and take it.
Volofik mutters under his breath and hopes that there be some orcish sailors.
It'd be a good plan, me orc lad.
I don't imagine there'd be very many ship owners willing to fight over ownership of their boat.
Aye, but there may be one.
Volofik gets up at this point and just starts walking.
Especially if they're drunk. Okay, let's be honest. How many times did Jack Sparrow lose his ship while drunk? Completely legally lose ownership of his ship. At least 3 times.
Right, so where is Volofik going?
Oh my god!
Oh gosh, Nathan.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Okay. So.
I like Zemo's plan because it might actually force the DM to give us combat.
Oh, please. So Volofik at this point shoves open the doors.
Well, there's some that are like.
And just walks out. And then he hears his squeal, looks over, looks down. Wormaldoon is just curled up in a pitiful ball by the door.
Okay.
And Volofik is like, was wondering where you'd been all day. Come on. Wormaldoon doesn't even argue at this point because he has had a rough day.
Of his
Yeah,
own
fight with
fault.
the cat.
What kind of trouble will the raptor and the fox get into in days to come?
Probably a lot.
You have no idea. So at this
Well, it's
point...
fun.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying it's fun.
So at this point, Volofik and Rumaldoon start walking off in the direction of the docks.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll hang back and see what the rest of them are doing.
Oh, the one who made the mess is going to hang back and be like, oh, let's see what's up.
No, he has a plan, it just doesn't take effect till tomorrow.
It's still early in the morning, right?
It's around noon.
Yoko's just going to explore the town. Just walk around, be like, what's happening over here? And
Okay, Zemo. What's Zemo doing?
Mo looks at his barrel of ale, his book, The Philosophical Nature of Ethical Choices. Says I'm not supposed to get drunk, so what to do now? What you
I
guys up
imagine
to?
I imagine that he would just sit and puzzle over this for upwards of 10 minutes before coming to a decision.
Hey.
What kind of decision?
So, meanwhile, I'm going to jump to Volofik and Romualdune. You are going towards the dock. Are you looking for anything in particular once you get there?
Yeah, along the way, Volofik explains to Rumaldune the sudden lemon situation.
De Lemina?
Oh, please. Thanks, Dad. So, and then once they're there,
We're just gonna
they
become lemon runners now, aren't we? Instead of rum runners, we're just lemon runners.
oh boy. And then they look over, basically just look over just walking down the dock, seeing if anything looks interesting. Just a first pass, just to see if anything jumps out before they look for anything specific.
You see two ships that look that they could you see two ships that look feasible for your small party to be able to handle. But there is currently not anyone there's no one attending to them at the moment. So you have no idea about their owners or anything like that.
All right, are there any like town militia or guards around?
There are guards around, yes. There's one at around every little outcropping of the dock. There's one in the vicinity of all the areas where you go out to where the boats are docked specifically to the exact location. So there are guards patrolling around and all that. You can
All right.
make of that
Well,
what you will.
all right, Volofik just walks up to one of the guards and asks asks who he'd go to to find out who those two ships are registered to, and he points over in that direction.
The guard thinks for a moment. That would be the harbor master. His office is, and he points to a building that's not too far away towards like the, not quite next to the docks, but it's near the docks, and you can see it from where you're at. It's his office right there. You can talk to him.
All right, thank you very much, Hat Tip.
He does his best to tip his helmet in response.
Yeah, Volofik lets a little bit of a smile.
Meanwhile, with Yoko, Excalibur, and Sidon, are you looking for anything in particular?
I mean, maybe a bag of holding. See if someplace has one of those.
By the way,
Yeah,
the fox,
I'm
just
able.
so you know, in his in this campaign, carry-away isn't tracked. Everyone is just assumed to have a bottomless bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know
Made
that.
by Dave, the dwarf wizard.
It's
who
the
is
ultimate
extremely
bag of
senile.
holding.
Dave the dwarf wizard is extremely senile.
He may or may
But
not be the
also-
strongest wizard in the universe.
Yes. Also that.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yes. Good to know. It's
Then I
useful
guess it's
information
just
that I should have
explore.
told. Yeah. So, I suppose I could mention a few landmarks that you notice.
That would be good.
So, towards the center of Chungus Town, you find a building that is, oddly enough, covered in sand. And you see a sign by the entrance, Church of the Gnosis.
No.
These guys again.
See, so Yoko would know that within the past few months there's been a huge surge in the in like not really relevancy, but there's been a lot of people who joined this religion of the Gnosis, which is like a god of knowledge. But for some reason, people of this faith also tend to have a fascination, like an unhealthy fascination with sand. But you would require a knowledge religion roll to know more than that.
Okay.
I'm going in.
Okay. Yoko, what are you doing? You just
Yoko's
walking by?
seeing this as a Yoko's just going to walk off because she doesn't really want to be associated with Sidon at the moment because he seems like he's going to cause more trouble.
Okay.
It's highly possible. I don't try, but it happens.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, Sidon, you go in there. For the most part, it's empty. There's just one person sitting in a pew towards the front of the building.
What was his name?
Who?
Aelita. I'm just gonna go straight up to the front of the altar and ask to commune with the great Aelita because he misses him.
By the way, I'm going to call it now. The building is constructed of sandstone.
Yes, definitely.
The building itself is not, but the altar and a lot of the other things in the building are. Like a lot of the pews have sandstone finish on them.
Oh, great Aelita Schaifer. Ye'd be proud of the trouble me have gotten myself into. Please allow the Gnosis to grant me the knowledge to get me out of it. And the sand to do so.
Roll diplomacy.
Diplomacy to commune with the gods. 24.
Shenaniganland. The world works on rule of funny
24.
most of the time. 24. Okay, there does not seem to be a response.
That's usually going to be the rest of the day, just sitting there waiting for a response.
Okay, hold on, give me a moment. Okay, so meanwhile, Yoko continues.
Yep. What other landmarks are there? You mentioned there.
Get a little closer to your mic, I can't really hear you.
What other landmarks are there? You mentioned there's more than.
Yes, there is a there's like a nice little park, and in this park you can see that there's like a stretch of land where it appears trees have been torn down relatively recently. Do lemons grow on trees? They do, don't
Yes.
they? Okay, I thought so.
That is a
And
question that has been asked today.
I'm not a fruit expert.
We all know you're not a fruit.
I am not a fruit. Um, there's
Hey.
the what?
Fun fact, sandstone is a valid building material.
I figured, but this is a building that's been around a while. It's just been repurposed
Mm.
or renovated, more like.
Alright.
And you also come across, when you're coming through around the Mercantile Street, you come across a flea market.
Now I have to be certain here. Are you talking about like a market that sells fleas, or just an actual flea?
Well,
This
it's
is
the latter,
Shenaniganland.
but you might be able to find someone who's actually selling fleas.
No, it's a market ran by giant fleas.
There might be a giant flea who is running a shop.
Rick
It is not out of the question.
I
and
will look
Morty
around
level
the
shit.
market. So, is there anything that would catch my eye?
There is a stall where someone is selling very fine rugs and blankets. There is one that is selling some magical trinkets. And the last one that catches your eye is goodness, what could it be? What the heck? It's a guy who is selling boxes of fleas.
Go and look at the blanket guy. Let's look at the blanket.
Alright, so this is run by a dwarven man. And a lot of his blankets seem to be, he's selling like large, really like fancy quilts and rugs, and also some more rugged, like basically rugged rugs, fancy rugs, and to say rugged, the entire spectrum between rugged and fancy of rugs and blankets.
Okay, let's look at the quality of the blankets. Let's see which ones I think might be the best to sleep in. Like, I might be getting myself a blanket here. We have to look though to see the.
Does he have snuggies?
Yes, yes, he does.
Wait, really? In his inventory?
Yes, he has a rather large stall, and there is a spot where like sample sizes of rugs are like in display cases. Same with blankets, and then there is like a closet-like structure where snuggies are hung, and there are different sizes. There are a few for small-sized creatures and some for large, not large, medium-sized creatures.
Okay. Keep looking. Try to find like a blanket that's not like too heavy, but like will be nice and comfortable for sleeping with. But yeah, I mean that's pretty obvious. But
Yeah, a
one
blanket or a
that's kind
snuggie, or
like
both.
not a quilt, but like kind of like a felt blanket. You know, what you
Yeah,
know that
yeah, I think I know what you mean.
like.
So, but you're looking for a blanket specifically, not a snuggie.
Yes.
Yes, a
Okay.
blanket, because
Okay.
blankets you can act like snuggies if you really want to.
That is correct.
Touche.
Yeah, I think.
You find a rather nice, kind of like navy blue blanket that seems to be just the right fit between soft and rugged. And it's also nice and thick, and it'd be really warm to use as a blanket, or you could ball it up and sleep on it in fox shape.
Good, good. I'm going to inquire about this blanket with the dwarf.
Ah, yes, and the dwarf begins to stroke his beard, which his beard hairs are essentially, um, I guess,
A blanket
woven.
covering his face.
Yeah, they are like woven into like a blanket that is going down his whole, like, that's like almost down to his feet.
I see this is a dwarf of culture.
Why, yes. That would cost for that size. It would, and I assume what size of the, because there's like several sizes. There's one that you would like a. I assume you want the size that would be you could be used as a functional blanket for a medium-sized creature.
Yes.
Okay. For that, it would be, and he opens up a book and he flips through a few pages. That would be 20 gold pieces.
Sounds good.
Jeez. You're easy to bargain with.
For sleeping wear, yes.
That had better be a high quality blanket.
It is a high-quality blanket.
Oh.
Like that thing better have gold trim.
No, it's just made from silk plucked from giant monstrous silkworms.
Whoa.
Going to trade my gold for the blanket.
All right. You now have a sweet blanket.
That blanket had better save his life someday.
You know, it just might. Are you going to inquire at the other two stations, or are you just going to continue on your way?
I'm going to just continue on my way. You can go to someone else to figure out what the
Right. I think I. So, Wowie, are you going straight to the harbor master right now?
Yes.
Okay. So, I assume is it's been a while since Zemo did anything. So, Zemo, are you doing anything, or are you still just staying at the inn?
Has he come up with an answer yet?
He does the thinking man pose.
I will take your silence as a no. All right, Wowie. So you get up to the harbor master's office, and the door is open.
At least one person's
And
doing something productive.
yep. So I assume you go inside when you find the doors open.
Yep.
All right. There is a. There you see two people waiting outside the door to an open door that you can see inside. A guy who's sitting behind a desk and is probably the harbor master, and is talking to a guy who's in there already. So are you going to wait in line, or are you going to do something else?
Well, Fake is just gonna wait.
All right. The guy who's in there already, like within about 5 minutes, he walks out. The next person spends about 15 minutes in there, and then the guy who is immediately in front of you just had like one quick question. He leaves almost immediately, and then finally,
Where's the
it's your
restroom?
turn.
Yeah, but the whole time he's waiting, Volafik is just playing solitaire.
In the air with magic?
Yes.
Wait,
Sweet.
what's Tim Jerry doing at the bar?
Who put Tim Jerry in the bar? Get out of here, Paul. Get out of
You
here.
keep on leaving that on the edge of the table where people can just take it. That's your fault.
There. Take everything from you.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, you're taking our toy.
No!
Okay.
Anyways.
Joking aside, puts away his cards and stuffs them back in his sleeve as he walks into the office.
Yep. And it is a fish person like Sidon, except he's in like I guess whatever the fantasy equivalent of a business suit is. And he's sitting there. Yes, what can I help you with?
Hat tip. I'm looking for the owner of. I'm looking for the owners of those two boats, and he points out the window.
The Hermaster takes out a. He starts like sifting through some drawers on his desk. And what is the reason for your inquiry?
I was looking for a charter for a special kind of trip, and the vessel in question would need to be light and nimble.
Alright. He finally finds the book he's looking for. He opens it up. He begins sifting through the pages. Do you know what exact stations they are docked in? And by that he means like kind of like there's like a grid map. But I assume you probably wouldn't have looked.
Wolfik shrugs and says that pardon himself for being a bit dumb on these matters, but also the it's also the first time he's needed to charter a ship, so he points at the two ships out the window again, and it's like, would you already happen to know, or do I need to go out and look?
I could find it. That would just speed things up a bit. He keeps turning, and after about maybe 5 minutes, he eventually finds a page that he's looking for. He reads over it slowly. One of those is privately owned. The other is commercial. If you want to charter the ship, I would recommend. I don't know either of these owners personally, but I can give you the contact information of the commercial ship if you would like.
Are you sure you couldn't give the information for the privately owned ship too? I mean, every ship is a charter ship for the right price.
Oh lord.
That is true, but I'm not particularly in the habit of giving away the personal information of of any of the ship owners to just anyone who asks.
Fair enough. So, what can you tell me about the commercial ship then?
The owner lives here. He usually runs cargo. It varies depending on what he does. Mostly just does odd jobs. He might be exactly the person that you are looking for.
That sounds exactly like the type of person I'm looking. When and where would I be able to contact him?
Let's see. He looks through the details on the page a little more closely. This is yes. And he pulls out a blank sheet of paper from like a binder and takes a quill and quickly scribbles it down, and he hands it to you. See, there's his address there. I don't know whether you'll be able to find him now, but assuming his because his boat is here, you probably will be able to find him.
Fair enough. Thank you for your time. He tips his hat again and walks out.
The harbor master tips his hat back to you.
What hat was he wearing?
Oh, what's it called? Tricorn.
Awesome.
With like feathers on it and everything. It's a very nice hat.
As he's walking out the door,
My god, Seton doesn't have a tricorn.
as he's walking out the door, Volofik is silently thinking to himself that he needs to step up his hat game.
What? You have a snazzy ass top hat. Oh, wait, you don't. He actually doesn't. Sidon's wearing it.
Wait, since when did you take
He didn't take, he threw. Volofik threw it to Sidon.
He probably took it back at some point.
Yes. I just assumed he'd taken it back. at
Touche.
some point.
Let's go with that.
You could further snazz it up more.
But yes, nevertheless, he is thinking to himself that he needs to step up his hat game. So he starts heading in the direction of the address he was given for the commercial ship, while saying to Rumaldoon to keep an eye out here, just in case the owner of the other ship happens to come by.
All right.
He tears off of the page he was given and writes a short message that someone would like to charter his ship, and he gives it to Rumaldoon, and then they split.
Okay. Let's take a short break. I will be back in like 2 minutes.
I'm
All right.
counting.
All right.
So, how are things?
Potato. No, wait, lemon.
So, Yoko, what do you think of that blanket?
It is of good quality, and I'm not sharing.
Aww. I don't think you'll have an option. If Rumaldoon wants blanket, Rumaldoon gets. Sidon doesn't know this, but Rumaldoon has stolen from his bag on multiple occasions. No one knows this actually, except Rumaldoon.
Yeah, Rumaldoon has also pilfered from Brother John's bag.
Yeah, he keeps stealing from us. Mostly
Right,
food.
I I ran out of beer, so I went to get more.
We were discussing how many things Rumaldune has stolen from us that only he knows about.
Alright, so. Ronaldo is running to the address, I take it?
No, Rumaldune is staying at the dock. Volafik is going to the address.
Okay. So, is Rumaldune is going straight to the boat, I think?
Rumaldune goes to the personally owned boat,
Okay.
and yeah, Rumaldune goes to the personally owned boat, and get and yeah, he situates himself by it.
The harbor master didn't specifically tell you which is which, but there you can tell just from the fact that the more commercially inclined boat has a lot more like loading equipment right next to it. So you can tell the difference. Meanwhile, Volofik goes to the address, and it is a residential address, and it's a fairly nice but somewhat decrepit house. Not on the level of just the plants are overgrown, but just the house itself looks like it could use a little bit of carpentry work, and that the roof is probably a little leaky when it rains.
House.
Yes. House.
Volafik goes up and knocks on the door.
After a few moments, let's see. Let's use a creative race for this guy.
Oh.
A Drider.
No.
That's hard.
I'm sure centaurs make good sailors.
Yeah, hey, Drider, though, seriously, is a sailor. If the sail breaks, it just makes another one.
How about a Gripply?
Yes.
Yes.
After a few moments, the door opens and a frog man opens the door. He is just over 2 feet tall and looks up at you. What?
That's just it.
What? I'm saying what? Like, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it's just like frog noise. That is a heavy accent. So, Volafik opens the door. He was expecting to meet someone at eye level, and then looks down. It's like, hello.
Why?
He pops a squat.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Squat.
He stands up again.
He doesn't like exercise, I see.
So I heard that you're a commercial vessel that likes that. I heard that you're the owner of a commercial vessel that likes to charter odd jobs.
Yeah.
And boy, do I have an odd job for you.
You heard right. What you got?
So myself and a few others were looking for a we're looking for passage a to a dangerous location. and back.
How dangerous and how far?
Not terribly far from here. And then he's like, then to himself, he's like, dang it, wish I had the mind to bring Sidon along. But not terribly far from here in nautical terms. But a friend of mine would be able to give more details.
We could meet tomorrow. We could meet at the docks, and we could talk about the details there.
Wait, but wasn't Volofeek with us when we were going over the map? Because his pet's the one that messed it up.
Yeah, Volofeek was with you. That doesn't mean he's a sailor.
Oh, good point.
So, yeah, it's not like he looked at the legend. He just sees map. What normal person sees when they look at a map. They see map. So, anyways, Volofeek makes a counteroffer. What about this evening? Do you happen to be busy this evening?
We could.
All right.
We could meet at the docks. I assume you know where my boat is.
He nods.
Okay. How about at 5 p.m. you could meet me at my boat, and we could discuss details then.
Your
Volofeek
frogman
nods
voice.
What does Volofeek do?
Volofeek nods again and tips his hat. Sounds like a plan. I'll see you then.
See you then.
Ribbit.
He does about as close to a nod as a frog can do.
That frog never ribbited once.
He did not ribbit. And he closes the door as you turn to leave.
And to himself, Volofeek's like, one step closer. Maybe. And then he's like, the orc's gonna be disappointed when we don't have to fight for it, though. Then he realizes that he never did actually ask how much it would cost on average to charter a boat. But they can figure that all out later. So he heads back. So he heads back to the docks. And I'm done for now.
Alright.
I guess Sidon will come back when it's evening for dinner.
Okay, we'll say at around
6?
4 p.m.
Yeah.
Just because the meeting is at 5.
Well, Volofeek is keeping an eye on the time. He was just going to wait at the docks for a few hours. And then, assuming nobody shows up, then head back to the inn.
Yep, and yeah, for the next couple hours, no one shows up to the privately owned boat.
Alright, then him and Rumo then head back to the inn.
Alright. And meanwhile, what was Zemo doing the whole day?
Is he even here?
I heard him mention a word.
Yeah, Nathan, you there?
Nathan.
There you are. What was Zemo doing this whole time?
Still pondering the quandary of whether or not to get drunk.
Oh my god. Oh.
Roll, I guess, intelligence or wisdom. Your choice. So roll a d20 with your intelligence or wisdom modifier.
Don't have much of either.
Well, pick one.
Be careful, you might kill Josh.
Oh god, that was too funny.
Let's see, I'm on page work.
Your kit is over here, by the way. Over yonder.
To use the character sheet. Let me see. Intelligence, wisdom.
Yeah, his kit wouldn't have his wisdom randomly on it.
Natural 1.
Natural one?
Natural 1.
There's probably no problem with getting as drunk as you want.
That's it. We're not going to be allowed back in this town.
Zemo shrugs, claps his book shut, puts it away, and drains the entire barrel in one go.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, yes!
Okay.
I guess I have to roll for alcohol saves.
Yes. Roll a constitution save.
Alrighty. What the? My constitution
That's
modifier.
obviously
Oh my goodness, my
hallucination because
fire
he's
is
so...
pitiful. Today is not my day. 3. It's my
You
ability modifier
instantly
is
just
1.
pass out.
So, hold on, let me get. So it's.
Zemo claps his book shut, puts it away, drains the entire barrel, puts it down, clearly across the table at Brother John, and then falls forward and his head hits the table with a big thunk, and he is out like a light.
And what's Brother John say about this whole thing?
My poor brother. And he just like pats his head.
Another victim of Mr. Booze.
Yes. Another victim of Mr. Booze.
I've had some of the best times you'll never remember with me.
Alcohol. We all know
We
that
all
song.
know that song.
Alrighty.
So that happened.
Zemo is now passed out drunk on the table.
It's probably a good thing you failed so miserably, because I think a horribly drunk Zemo would probably be way, way worse.
Oh god. We really just wouldn't be allowed back in.
Somebody wake him up.
So, at this point, Lolofik and Rummel will be back in.
And you see Brodo laughing. He's poking Zemo, who's just out like a light, just face down on the table. Brodo's laughing. Brother John is reading his Bible.
Aloud.
Looking disappointed.
Yep,
Yep.
Lolofik sits down again. Rumaldun jumps up on the table. Hisses at Brodo.
Uncalled for, dude!
Then goes over this way, realizes Brother John's over there. hisses at him, and then leaves to go find a different table.
No, leave him upside down on the table.
Oh right, that's a thing. Then as he turns to leave, he notices Zemo is just passed out.
with the empty keg right there.
He just like crawls into the keg and starts licking the inside of the keg.
Okay.
The wizard has to roll alcohol. I'll save.
That'd take more than a few licks. Meanwhile, what about Sidon?
Huh? Oh, he's
No,
humming along
knocked
to a
out
sea shanty. Minding his
What?
own.
knocked out a 6-foot. Adam, the ale knocked out a 6-foot orc in a split second. I'm
You
pretty sure.
drank a whole barrel of it and then rolled a 3.
Well, technically, I rolled a 4.
You rolled
Meanwhile,
a 4.
Volofik waits for Sidon to look in this direction.
That might take a while.
What's Sidon doing?
Humming a song?
After a bit of waiting, Volofik finally sighs, gets up, and goes over to tap Sidon on the shoulder.
Yeah! What do you want?
I may be in the process of chartering a boat, but you happen to know more about the chartering of boats.
We thought we'd be stealing one.
Well, plans change.
No? Alright. Who have ye contracted?
I figure it might be a little easier to charter a boat legally, despite what we're doing with the boat. We'll just have to hope that the owner of the boat agrees. And if not, I'm sure you can charm them. And he says this sarcastically.
I don't think Sidon would be able to tell you're being sarcastic.
Exactly. Kiltray, if you're saying anything, your mic cut out.
Mic
Yeah.
cut out. How am I back now?
Yes,
You're
I
back
can hear
now.
you now.
Hey, he was just saying how he's completely convinced by the orc that the trial by combat is in fact the highest form of legality. And if they won, they'd legally own the ship.
Okay, what is all that background noise?
I have no idea. Is it gone?
It is now, but while you were talking, it sounds like someone's like going sledding on a concrete floor.
I have no idea.
So,
Did you hear any of it?
Stopped now. It stopped now.
Alright.
yeah, Volofik just sighs and says, anyways, we're meeting with the captain in a few hours.
Hi.
Is there anything anyone wants to do before the meeting, or do you want to fast forward to it?
Yeah.
Let's fast
Volofik
forward.
also goes back and conveys this to everyone else that isn't passed out.
Zemo, roll another Constitution save.
Oh boy.
Not Constitution save, Fort save. I'm sorry.
How about a fortnight save?
Oh! You have caught a terminal case of Fortnite. You will die in a week. You'll die in a fortnight.
He's muted for mentioning the heresy that is that game.
All right,
You're
fortitude.
not
of
allowed to
20.
talk for 1 minute.
So they can't hear me now.
Save of 25.
Okay. Just joking, I'm unmuting you now.
So if they
For
can't
just a
hear
minute.
me, then I can just keep saying whatever I want and they'll never know. Huh.
Well, we
will
can hear you
know.
now.
Oh. Damn it, why'd you unmute me? What have you heard? What have you heard?
I should have not said anything.
Just say he's muted.
Yeah, I should have not. Well, mute him so he would see the logo, wait like 10 seconds, and then unmute him. When not say anything.
Anyways, so are we going to the docks?
Sounds like a plan.
How did the force save go?
Zemo, did you roll?
So I got a 25.
25.
Huh.
So, around the time everyone is leaving to go to the docks, you wake up with a massive headache, and you are mostly lucid. You're capable of walking, not necessarily in a particularly straight line.
Flo stands up. What time is it? Is anybody still here?
Time to go get a boat.
Ye have been out for 4 weeks. Ye have been out for a fortnight.
Can anyone aside from the fishman give me the time?
It is a time.
Evening.
He said the word again, by the way.
But I used it in its legitimate
What I
form.
need to ask is, like, is it the next day yet?
No,
Not quite.
you've not been out for an entire day.
Aw, that would have been Oh well. Did I do anything stupid while I was smashed?
Bullfreak looks at Sidon and then says, "Yes, you totally ran around. You totally jumped up on the stage and sang the song of your people."
People don't have a song.
You made it up as you went along.
You're
He
not
meant
muted
the
anymore,
songs of
Josh, by the
drunk
way.
men.
You were muted for like 5 seconds.
Well, there is one song of my people I know, but it's a war song, so. I
So
meant to
that's
kill
what
everyone
that
in the bar.
was.
Are you serious? I wouldn't sing that unless I meant to kill everyone in the bar. Oh?
Well,
You must
You
have
did
been very drunk then.
Anyways, the docks. Have we got there yet?
anyways, so everyone's going to the docks, no complaint? Or not complaint, no other interactions before?
Volofik coaxes Rumaldun out of the empty keg and says something about not needing to see him become an alcoholic.
It certainly feels like I got really smashed.
What is that picture, Josh?
I don't even know.
Oh,
What is that
Porg.
from?
It's one of the porgs from The Last Jedi.
I don't know if that's creepy or cute.
all right. where are we
Anyways,
now?
all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna move this over here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that did not work as planned.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna Control Z. That didn't fix it. I'm gonna Control Z again. Okay.
Get out of the car before I finished spelling out porg.
Okay. So let's just use our minds. And
Oh man,
imagine
that ruined my tower of barrels.
Oh.
Aww. Now he has something to do.
There's more barrels randomly rolling around. The barrels are raining from the sky. Obviously, it's the apocalypse. The Great Barrel is angry.
the almighty barrel.
Say this is the best apocalypse I've ever seen.
Okay, meanwhile, back in the present.
You mean in the actual reality? So you go down to the docks and you find the Gripply waiting out in front of his boat. Let me just draw a quick boat. Not quite to scale, but
Boat.
boat.
I like my boat better.
Well, this is the boat we're using.
Ha.
Oh gosh, why is
What? Oh, please.
Boat.
we can use this on the map?
This is.
Why can
I
I
think
not
this one's
scale-
smaller. There we go. Take this
Why
one.
can I not scale it smaller than that?
Take this one, Adam.
It's already at 0.25 scale.
Okay. We'll use this one on the map. But okay. So let's just ignore the fact that there is like the bar in the background. Let's just pretend it doesn't exist.
Here's a boat.
Obviously, one of the ships is a floating bar.
Boat.
Change the color. Color. There we go. This is all water out here. Why is there the bowl?
It's a boat.
You're a boat.
The bar is flooded. And for once, it wasn't Sidon's fault.
Okay, so you guys make it to the docks. You see a few crewmen doing stuff on the boat. And while you see the pardon me, you see the
Ribbit.
frog man. You see the frog man waiting out by the gangplank or whatever you call it.
Thank you. I've been looking for that word in my mind and finding it. So, Volafik stops and motions to the others. It's like, we are chartering a boat. He gives a hard look at Sidon and Zemo in particular.
Ooh. Me has a trick. I cast Carry Companion on Excalibur.
What does Carry Companion do?
Well, what it says on the box. More or less.
It turns them into a figurine you can pocket.
Ah.
One less passenger to pay for. Proper pirate tactics.
Like the fish couldn't be alongside the boat.
Don't mention that to him.
No.
You say that as if
Volafik
you're
says
not
this-
already standing right there.
Yeah, Volafik says this out loud, and the fish couldn't swim alongside the boat? Looking confused.
What'd you say? As he's casting the spell.
Never mind. Never mind.
Whoop! Almost misses the fish as he tries to catch it as a piece of stone. And it says this effect permanent until I call it off, so interesting.
Rumaldune looks concerned, and Volofik is like, "No, I don't plan on asking him how he does that." Rumaldune looks less concerned, but still mildly concerned. You know
Alright.
something is wrong when Rumaldune is fucking concerned.
The question is, does Sidon remember the incantation to bring it back?
Anyways, so the frogman sees you approach. He says, "Aye."
Aye!
And Volofik gestures to Sidon and says, "This is the person that'll be continuing our negotiations."
Bows dramatically.
The Gripply bows dramatically in response.
Oh, I like this guy.
What you need?
Well, as me associate here said, we be needing to charter ye boat.
Where to?
Man, you should see the arm motions I do when I'm speaking to Sidon.
I imagine they are vast and sweeping.
Very excessive.
Of course.
There be. I'm sure he mentioned it is a very specific location.
I thought it would be.
We be heading to the private isle of Captain Morgan.
Ah. I believe I've been there once before.
Aye, and we have a map there
Oh.
as well. He shows him the map, I guess? Yeah, sure, he shows him the map. Ignore the ink stains, the lizard got angry.
This is okay. I know how to get there myself.
Hey. Do you have any idea the bullshit I had to go through to get this here map?
No.
Me neither. Puts it away.
So, what is your business to go to this island?
Is personal. Personal business.
Personal business costs extra.
It's impersonal business.
Roblox.
Volofik just coughs.
20.
He rolled a 21.
Oh, damn it! Someone give me an assist!
Too late.
Volofik just coughs and says, "What my friend meant is that we have personal business with the captain."
Like I said, personal business costs extra.
That will be fine.
Me knew the Ox plan be better.
I'll charge 1,500 gold pieces per person. I do not count. He points down towards Rumaldune. I don't count lizards. Well, little lizards.
Sidon's just having a coughing fit from sticker shock.
Man lizard does not count. Lizard man does.
Volofik tilts his head a little and raises an eyebrow and says, "I'm sure we could buy our own shit for cheaper."
You see, I be putting myself at risk. me and my men by taking you to personal business with Mr. Morgan.
Personal. It's his private getaway isle. Why some more Scottish then? Do you have any idea how many personal business wink 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 a pirate does on his luxury isle wink wink wink?
Roll diplomacy.
17.
On like he's an alien.
17, not that good. Not that good.
Hold on. That don't help. Maybe if you tell me more of the nature, I might. If you tell me more about your reasons, I
Damn
might
it.
be able to bring it down.
Damn it. Yoko's in fox form. She was gonna hate me anyways if I tried that one.
At this point, he doesn't count Yoko because he thinks she's just like a fox familiar or something.
Let's see. For at that price, we might as well go on me fish.
I saw your fish on your way here. I don't think that can carry 5 people.
I said I.
Well, yes, you could go. You could swim if you want to. You are fish. You have fish. But
Volafik just sighs at this point and says, "Just because I'm a filthy landlubber doesn't mean I don't know when I'm getting ripped off. I'm pretty sure that that price you ask is so highly inflated that we very well possibly could buy our own ship for cheaper."
roll diplomacy with a +4 circumstance bonus.
Not bad.
26. That passes. The frogman sighs.
Okay.
Okay.
I've certainly bought houses for cheaper.
Okay. 750 per person.
Was Sidon allowed to literally just walk past him onto the ship?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Can I talk to the crewman?
Yep.
What is it?
This one is a human, the one right in front of you.
Aye.
This one is a Gripply. And
Wait.
this one is a dwarf.
What be he, boss? Why is he cold shouldering us? Is he something me don't know about him and Captain Morgan?
Hold on. I am making him slightly greenish gray. Wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Okay. And then I'll make the dwarf slightly brown. Okay. He just weird frog.
Alright, at this point, Volafik is like, possible, but half now, half later. For for all I care, just after we leave port, you could throw us all off.
Can Sidon hear him?
Yeah.
Wait. Why ye be chartering away back?
Say that
Volafik
again?
looks for-
Why ye be chartering away back?
So Volafik says, just in case.
And Zemo, you can contribute at any time if you want. Same with Yoko. If you have any opinions.
Or ideas? Because I'm out. I don't know how to get this boat any cheaper. Safe of asking these crew member if we can just borrow it for a trip. I'm about to.
So Volafik says that says apologize for my friend. He's a little impatient.
Can tell.
But yes, that's an acceptable price for a round trip. But I'm not paying all of that up front, just in case.
Do I look like I can throw anyone overboard?
Yes.
Volafik shrugs and says, I've met many an individual greater than what they appeared.
Fair. Yes, I will accept half now, half later.
Alright. So he nods and says, one moment while we finish arranging things. So can you take can you also take a wagon on board per chance?
This boat's not big enough to hold a wagon. Not unless it's very small.
Okay, and then he says one moment, he turns around. Brother John,
Yes, my brother.
can you and he looks over at Sidon. Well, huh. Volafik shouts to Sidon, Sidon, we need your fish again. And says that then he says to Brother John that can you and Sidon bring the wagon here? We'll take we'll take the contents of it with us, but not the wagon itself.
Yeah, with a bit of proper rigging, we can sash the wagon to the back of the ship. It just had to be lashed on real well. It
Wolf
will probably work.
face palms. And it's like, no. No, 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 no.
Reaches into his non-existent pocket, I guess. Where the hell would he even be keeping the stone? I guess his bag of holding. Yeah. And grabs it, throws it. Go, fishy!
Go, Excalibur!
I choose you!
Oh god, I've been waiting to do that for a long time.
Excalibur, I choose you!
Shing!
Oh boy. And
Start sniffing the frog.
Fish just creeps me out. Like the front, he just stiffens.
Me apologize.
so
During ride, he stays as statue. Or swims beside boat.
He never take too well to, con men. Smiles happily.
Volofik just sighs again. And is like, to himself, he's like, why do I have to be the straight man?
Okay.
And
Fishy,
then he
go
just-
get the cart!
then he- Yeah, then he just grabs.
The fish has no idea where the cart is.
Excalibur, wait! I must show you the way.
Oh, Brother John will show Excalibur the way, alright.
The way of the Lord.
So, yeah, Volofik says that the carriage's contents aren't much, so they will be bringing those with. And then he asks, what's the soonest you and your crew can set sail?
We could leave tomorrow morning.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit of Brother John slipping through.
Yep. Brother John does have a fun voice, to be fair.
Yes.
Ye whole crew be here. Why we no leave today?
The same
Because-
reason we don't leave today, because we need to prepare for the journey. And then he apologizes again for his friend being rather rude. Speaking of rude,
Tis okay.
he figures Volofik says that he figures introductions are this, and then he introduces himself as Volofik, and then he introduces Rumaldune as himself, and then he looks to the and then he says that Excalibur and Brother John were the ones that just left, Excalibur being the fish. And then he says that's Yoko, and then he lets the rest of the party introduce themselves.
Who has quietly been leaning against the wall during all this, trying to deal with his hangover, looks up.
Oh god.
Negotiations. All right, I assume we got a rise. So, Zemo, how are you all doing?
Hey, Frogman, I'm Brodo Swaggins. I am the Lord of the Bling. And the Frogman just kind of looks at everyone. Good to meet you all. I'm Fogman.
Do you hear a really quiet yeah from Brodo's waist?
Yes, you do. Yes, Frogman's name is Fogman. Deal with it.
I am Sir Sidon Gaston, the rather large annoyance of the seas.
the rather large.
I could tell.
It's been in his it's been his title this whole time.
It has. It is.
It's literally on his character.
Oh boy.
It's been his title since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We had the Lord of the Bling and the rather large annoyance of the seas. And then Chaotic Stupid, who's gone now.
Yes. And now we also have Volofik, the greatish showman. Zemo, who's I don't know.
Paladin.
We haven't quite come up with something. Orc Paladin's kind of been enough so far.
And Yoko's just the, well, foxy lady.
Oh me, oh my.
She'll craft herself a title in good time.
Yep.
But until then, we're definitely going a foxy lady. There we go.
Alright. Then,
Oh yeah, and Revoldoon's concentrated hate.
Oh, of course. And, okay. 5-minute break. I have to use the restroom.
Pee out all the beer you just chugged.
Yes. I have to create a
Alright.
waterfall.
During that time, let's just go ahead and assume the fish and Brother John brought the wagon over. Yay! We're making progress, guys!
you're welcome.
Thank you! Now, let's see if we can stop me from trying to take over the ship along the way.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way to stop yourself. I'm sure something will go hilariously wrong.
And let's see if Yoko decides that actually the greatest place to sleep is being rocked to sleep by the waves of the sea. I can attest, it is a very good sleep.
Thing a sailor would say.
What is? Deathhawk, have you ever fallen asleep on a boat?
Nope. I don't believe I have that.
We both live in the middle of cornfield country.
Yes, but you may have gone on a vacation where there are boats at some point.
No, usually I just stay awake during that time.
Okay, I'm back.
I'll reiterate. In the middle of cornfield country. Like the sea couldn't be further away if we tried.
Alright, I am back. So,
So,
you guys have arrived with the cot.
can any of our mages do like wards or something to perma-lock the footlocker?
Let me look at
Uh,
Brodo's sheet.
Is that even a spell? Is that a thing?
I am pretty sure nobody randomly has Arcane Lock, but Bolofeek says he'll see what he can do.
Wait, what's the spell you just named?
Arcane Lock.
Haha. Doubt I can learn that.
Yeah, Brodo does not.
It is not on the mega spell list. Who needs an arcane lock though? When you have a hate lock.
I don't understand. Is that a spell?
Let's talk about the little ball of hate.
Oh god. Yeah.
My brothers, why don't we just bring our stuff here tomorrow and believe?
Believe what?
When we embark on our grand journey to rid the world of the evil Mr. Booze.
Oh boy.
Aye! That is absolutely what we be doing! Cough, cough.
Bolofeek face palms and says something and says that he's probably that if he Ugh. If he face palms any more times today, he's gonna start developing a welt on his face. So he says, yes, excellent plan. We will see you tomorrow,
At what
Mr.
time?
Frogman. Are you a morning person?
Yes.
Dawn it is.
Okay. Don't forget Zemo's armor, which is going to be done in the evening.
Today?
Yeah.
Unless anyone else disagrees.
Zemo, that's your cue.
Your armor's done in the afternoon of tomorrow.
So,
I think you cut out a bit.
I need to get my armor. So, get my armor.
Alright.
This
Delay
hangover is
that.
making it hard to think right now.
Alright, delay that. How about sundown instead? A few hours before sundown.
That could work.
Alright.
Sidon keeps looking back longingly at the boat as he walks away from it.
We'll see you just before sundown tomorrow.
Should we fast forward to Zemo's armor and then that, or do we want to do stuff?
Hold on. Volofik notices. I was debating internally whether or not to do this, but why not? So, Volofik Volofik stops Sidon as he's going by. And says, You really are a man of the sea, aren't you?
Aye. Me heart be not full until me be on the bow of me ship again.
Well, we'll see about that. And then yeah, whatever. Let's do this. So, I don't suppose you want to inspect the hull before we leave.
Bit more barnacles than me like, but dives underwater and starts looking around. 5 minutes later, pops back up.
Hold on. I wasn't done yet.
Oh.
Volofik tosses his hat at Brodo and shrugs off his pack and then dives in with him.
Okay. We're underwater together, swimming. Yay.
Frogman just looks at everyone who's still above water like, my ship is intact. I wouldn't want to sail on it if it weren't.
Pops up just to make a snide comment. Oi! You should see the shite me sailed on! I don't know why I'm making it British.
You couldn't hear that. You were underwater.
Don't know why I made him British all of a sudden.
So he's been Norwegian, British.
He's been Jamaican at one point.
He was Scottish earlier.
He can't decide his ethnicity.
His ethnicity is pirates. R.
Yarr!
Any case, what are you guys doing while underwater?
Swimming loop-de-loops.
This Volafik is kind of bemused at Sidon's antics.
Yeah. Both of you, roll perception. I assume you're looking over the hull.
Yes.
He's kind of Volafik's kind of more glancing over it.
18.
He's not a sailor, and
Sidon, if you want to use profession sailor, you can use that instead of perception.
What did I have on that again? Let me real quick. Oh, that's a 10. Not bad. I'll use that.
meanwhile, I get my second natural one of the day.
Yeah. Hey, actually, I rolled higher in perception. Too late now. 16.
All right. It seems like a pretty good intact hull. Doesn't seem to be any issues with it other than a few like you said earlier, more barnacles on it than you would normally like, but seems pretty good otherwise.
Hops out of the water like a dolphin, lands on his feet. Acrobatics, I guess? Or do I have to roll for that? Can I just happen?
To what?
Just, like, hop out of the water like a dolphin and land on his feet.
Yeah, that would be, I guess, a swim check and an acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Swim check to go fast enough to get the height.
As an aside,
Uh-oh.
creatures with swim speed can simply take 10 on all swim checks.
I know. But I don't know how much of a check he wants from that. Regardless, I got like a 23 on the check for swim.
That is enough.
And I guess to stick the landing, let's check with the acrobatics. Which would end up being a 6 plus 7 is what, a 13?
That is a success.
And goes to high five the frog person.
He gives you the high five.
Good ship, my lad.
Impressive.
Volafik just surfaces at the side of the dock and pulls himself up onto it. He brushes his sodden suit off and waves a hand over himself from top to bottom as he drives himself off.
Here's your hat, dude. And Frodo throws it back to you after you're done drying yourself.
Well, if it catches it and then shrugs on his pack again.
Cool.
Okay, see you tomorrow. And Fogman goes onto his boat to do the thing. Prepare.
The thing.
The thingy thing.
But the thing!
The thing!
Does Yoko get back on Zemo's head?
Nah, I'll be on Brother John's. Zemo's drunk. Or hungover. One of the two.
I'm just hungover.
Which can sometimes be worse than being drunk.
So, Volafik and Rimmelsden climb back in the wagon.
What about Zemo?
Oh my god. That's too convincing, Nathan.
I assume you do eventually climb onto the wagon, though, right?
Are we going back to wait for the next evening so I can get my armor, which I definitely need and cannot go fight the pirate boss without?
Yeah, we're doing that. Don't worry.
So you're gonna go. I assume you're going back to the inn, probably, and then just
Yep.
doing stuff.
Yep. That's what I'm doing, at least. Saturn has nothing more to do tonight.
Volafik asks the barkeep if they could park their wagon behind his inn for a few days. Maybe weeks, depending on how long they're gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Then
Alright.
he sets a few gold pieces on the counter, and for your time and for your trouble. And then he sets another handful of gold pieces on the counter.
Okay. So, Zemo, do you want to roleplay out the collecting the armor?
Shall go collect the armor and pay the 1,000 gold.
Do you want to skip past it, or do you want to actually do it?
Let's skip it.
Okay.
I think everyone's getting impatient at this point.
Late. I'm not sure. Won't be able to stay up much longer.
Okay.
I think this might be coming to a break-off point anyway.
Yeah. I do want to fit in a fight, but honestly, it'll take hours, and I think it's too late for that.
Well, we could end it like on the bow of the ship, dramatically, as we sail
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Like a proper cliffhanger.
Yeah, let's do that. So, the next day comes, and let me just move this wagon over here. Oh, crap.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Oh, gosh, it got worse.
I don't think Sidon's driving is that bad.
It's not! It's just mildly bad. He has a profession in sailing, not cart driving. Fortunately, the fish can do most of the work.
Alright, so the next day comes. You guys... Zemo picks up your armor. And then you get to the boat.
And I cast the stony thingy again.
Yep. And hold on, let me do a thing. Let's put that there. Put that there.
Roto's token is still missing.
Where is?
When you threw everyone overboard.
Did Brodo not respawn?
He should have, unless it landed somewhere.
Check your
Weird.
space.
Stuff was landing weird places. Oh, I found it.
Oh, where was he?
On top of Brumaldoon's stuff.
You mean Rumble Dude?
Oh boy.
Rumble Dude!
Oh boy.
I imagine Brodo is like T-posing. Not really T-posing, you know what I mean, like Titanic's. Like the Titanic pose at the very, very front of the ship.
I just have my left arm leaning against it, dramatically staring into the sea as the wind blows across my face. I think I look awesome.
Zemo would be the Jack to Brodo's Rose, but he's just holding on to the back of his shirt to make sure he doesn't fall off the ship.
Well, Zemo wouldn't be hungover anymore by this point.
That Brodo doesn't fall off the ship.
Oh, okay, you're holding on to it. Okay, I see it.
And Volafik just leans on the railing.
Yoko just finds a place to take a nap, because this is going to take a while.
Where's she
Brumaldoon
napping?
sleeps on top of his horde.
Alright.
His horde now, and nobody can tell him otherwise.
Oh god. A dragon in his gold hoard. He better not. I am not dealing with that thing getting dragon sickness.
You mean seasickness?
No, like in the Hobbit movie, which was shit. You know how they had dragon sickness?
What is that?
sickness from coming from dragon hordes or just massive amounts of gold that make you crave wealth like a dragon does.
You say that like he doesn't already have it.
Oh, good point.
So yes.
All right. I am making the save.
The save for what?
The save for the end of the session.
As we sail off into the sunset,
Yeah.
and dramatic music plays. Actually, no, I got the songs playing.
You're just in a boat that is painted on over the tavern.
Here I was going to say the save against death.
Oh, pardon me.
Rocks fall, barrels fall, everyone dies. No, please don't!
Oh my goodness!
Why? Stop it! You're lagging out the game. Please tell me you saved before doing that.
Yes, I did.
What?
Alright.
We were having barrels of fun.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness, that was some horrible lag there.
Well,
You know, YouTube's let me down. After I was trying to get the last scene of Wind Waker, where there's epic music playing and they're sailing away into the sunset, but YouTube's not giving it to me.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of Tabletop Simulator.
barrel simulator.
Yep.
Raining Barrel Simulator.
It's raining men.
It's raining barrels.
Hallelujah.
The
Isn't it
almighty
all I want
barrel
to
is pleased.
say when it's raining barrels, but I can't think of
Oh yeah,
anything.
and cut recording. Yeah.